Alright guys, I'm getting to take a bikepacking trip. I'm 3 miles into a 17-mile ride to the Winner's Lake. I don't know how much videoing I will do because I'm anxious to get there and see how long it takes me. But with any luck, I'll get there and won't become roadkill. I don't think the wife would appreciate that. Alright, this is the Wandering Graybeard. It's 12:29. I left it a little after 11, about 11:35. I've already had to pull the tools out and work on my bar on the back that holds my luggage. Somehow those two set screws got loose and let it come down and hit my tire. No damage was done, but I was able to make the repair. I was probably down about 10 minutes and back on the road. Anyway, folks, I'll check back in with you later. Okay, we made it to my turnoff. We're going to be leaving Farm Road 382 and going down Farm Road 2647. We're a little over 5 miles in. There's my turn. Anyway, I got to catch my breath and off we go. Look at those ups and downs. Looks like a roller coaster. We're headed toward those mountains. 12 more miles to go. Well, we made it to County Road 351. We're 9 miles in. I've got about 7.5 more to go. But I had to get off and stretch my legs a minute. Anyway, I took some calories, gonna drink some electrolytes and get back on the road. Okay guys, we're almost 11 miles in. I just crossed Elm Creek. So far everything is going smooth. I don't know how bad you're gonna be. This video is gonna be vibrating. But anyway, the old Wandering Graybeard is pedaling away. I should be about 7 miles away from camp. It's nearly 2 o'clock. Talk to you later. Alright guys, we made it to County Road 153. Says 15.82 miles and it's 17.5 to the campsite. So I should nearly be there. Whew. It's been a rough 3 hours. Tomorrow I got a feeling I'm going to pedal a little slower even. Anyway, I'll check back with y'all later. Alright guys, I made it out here to the Winter's Lake. I wished I could tell you that 18 miles was easy, but it took me a little over 3.5 hours. I did stop and probably had an accumulated stopping time of around 35 minutes maybe. But my legs are wore out. But anyway, I am here. So the bikepacking adventure to the lake went smoothly. I'm going to set my hammock and stuff up. I'm at Site 9 here at the Winter's Lake, and that will be my view from my hammock once I'm set up. I'll check back in with y'all later. Catch my trash. Okay, guys, I finally got a wireless mic, and I hope it's doing the job. I rode my bicycle out to the Winter's Lake today. It was 18 miles. I wish I could tell you they were easy miles, but there at the end, I was starting to feel it. I don't know how my old buddy Tony can do 40 miles like he does, but maybe in time I'll get in good enough shape, because I love this bike packing as much as I love backpacking. But anyway, it took me 3 hours to do the 18 miles. I stopped 3 times. Once I had to do a repair on my bag rack. I had to readjust it, started rubbing my tires. And 2, I stopped for about 15 minutes to eat some stuff and rest. And then on the highway, a good friend of mine passed me, and he turned around, come back, and we sat there and shot the bull probably for about 15, 20 minutes. So I figure it probably took me about 2 hours and 15 minutes of actual bicycling to get here. Tonight, I'm going to sleep in the hammock. I've got my 15-degree down quilt, the Pariah, and I have my One Wind under quilt, so I should be comfortable. One thing I did do different this time is I brought a neck pillow. I noticed that Shug, when he sleeps in a hammock, he's got a neck pillow. I'm going to give that a try tonight and see how that does. Anyway, I'm fixing to call it a night. Put things away. One thing I need to do is add a lock for my bicycle. There's nobody out here, and I think it'll be fine tonight, but I'm going to put it up close to the hammock so I can hear it. But this is the Wandering Graybeard, and I'll get back with y'all in the morning. Adios, and may God bless you tonight, and you'll have a safe night. Well, good morning, folks. I had a good night's sleep, even though there was a gentleman just right across the road harvesting his cotton, making a lot of noise. That man worked till about 11:30 last night. I had to get up about midnight and take some Benadryl because that dust, the wind started blowing my direction, and that dust started bothering me a little bit. you guys notice this neck pillow, I noticed in Shug's video that he had a neck pillow when he was sleeping in his hammock. And guys, this is a game changer. This works great for sleeping in a hammock. For the first thing is, it's not always sliding down under your back when you move around if you got to get up. And two, I slept comfortable. And so, if you got a hammock and a neck pillow, give it a try. It worked out great for me. Anyway, I'm having my morning cup of coffee. And I need to get dressed here pretty quick for people start coming into this park. Right now, I have it all to myself. But we only got down to like 47 last night, which wasn't bad. A little bit of condensation, but once that sun pops up, it'll take care of that. I'm going to try to get on the road no later than 9 this morning, because it took me 3 hours to get here with all my stops and such. Try to get back home. Well, I hope everyone has a good day. I know I am. This is Wandering Graybeard. I'll check back in with you later. Right there, gentlemen, is your crappie hole. That's pretty cool, ain't it? It's even got a light. around. It's wheelchair accessible too.
Miss Millie, your chicken spaghetti is delicious. I had dehydrated some that we had left and I brought it with me for my breakfast and it is good.
Alright guys, I'm just about packed up and ready to hit the road. I just need to put the bags on the bike and I'm ready to get out of here. Looks like I'm going to have a headwind today, so that's going to be fun. Anyway, I'll check back with you later. Alright guys, it's 9:30 in the morning. I'm loaded up and I'm ready to head back to Ballinger. I got 18.2 miles ahead of me and I'm going to have a headwind, I'm afraid. But I'm just going to take my time. You can see there I got the old bike loaded up. We're ready to go. You guys ever wonder about these old buildings we pass? Oh, if only they could talk. It would be amazing. Well, I've almost done 5 miles. It's 10:17. It says I'm doing 6 miles an hour, 6.5. I hope that improves, but I got a little headwind. Anyway, I wanted to get a shot of that cabin. Well, I'm 7 miles from home. I hate to admit it, but I'm having to walk up some of these hills. I just ain't mean enough to paddle up them. Anyway, it's 11:30. I should be home close to 1 at the latest. Anyway, I'm gonna get going. See those up and downs? We came from them mountains over there. Okay, we got a few more up and downs to do. I just passed County Road 164. Guess I better get going. Guys, that's the biggest turkey I've ever seen. Well guys, I made it home. It took me 3.5 hours, I believe. But I'm home. That headwind was tough. I don't know how fast it's blowing, but it was detrimental to me. But I'm back at the La Casa. This is the Wandering Graybeard saying adios.